Okay, so these are the full squats. And start with hardly any weight. You could also use kettlebells if you have them, but you can also just hold a dumbbell, or you can hold 2 dumbbells. But when you're starting, go ahead and start with 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell that's not very heavy. And what you're going to do, and I'm exaggerating perfect form, but you're going to start all the way with your neck. You're going to turn your neck down, and then your chest goes down, and then your lower back. Now your lower back stretches. Then your hips go back, and then your knees bend. When you come back up, your knees start to straighten. Your hips move forward. Then your lower back arches, your chest arches, and that's how you do it. It's a wave coming up, knees, hips, lower back, chest. Knees, hips, lower back, chest. So the wrong way to do it would be something like this. This would be the absolute worst. In fact, a lot of people do this. I've seen people do this exercise. They're trying to go like this. Notice how my back is arching too early. The back has to arch after the hips extend. So get your form down first, and depending on how flexible you are, you'll see, and I'll put a video of this, the kids, see, they do the same thing, but they actually don't have to go like this so far. Depending on your flexibility, but I'm showing you the easiest way to do it, which is like this. The better you are, you could stay a little more upright and go more like this, but most of us have to cheat and kind of bring your hips behind us a little bit. So practice a few times slowly, get your perfect form. Then you can start to add weight. It's easy because you can use a bar, you can just use dumbbells, you can use kettlebells. I just happen to have these 20-pounders here, so go down and then up. Down. Notice how what's happening is that the weight's coming straight up. Notice how at no point does the weight go forward. It comes straight up. So the main key on this one is that all the power comes from your hips, not from your back. So there's going to be one common tendency that everybody's going to have, and the tendency is going to be to go like this, try and lift up with your back. Avoid that mistake and get all the power through your hips. So instead, the key part of the exercise is right here. Notice how my hips drove forward, and I didn't do this. This is an absolute killer. So I'm going slow on purpose so you realize that your hips have to get the power. You could even stop here for a second. If your hips go more forward, you'll end up arching your back. So hips as far as you can, and then arch your back. So hips as far forward as possible, and then you have no choice but to arch your back a little bit. Don't do this. So that's the full squat.